everybody. It's been a long, long time, but it's good to be back with something completely different. Please ignore the weeds at the front here. This is Houseflipper. I'm playing on the PS5. I think it's originally a PS4 game. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into some nice, relaxing house flipping. Now, I haven't ever recorded gameplay before on my channel. It's quite a new experience for me, but I just thought, let's just go with a change. Let's just do something a bit different. Let's go behind the camera, in front of the microphone, and just do some chilled out gaming. So let's have a look. I've started a couple of things, but let's just let's have a look at something else. What about, okay, we've got painting, Christmas, no. It's about 29 degrees in the UK today. That's pretty hot, and that's not very seasonal for this sort of stuff. Right, let's have a little look. Why don't we have a look at this one? Tim Starr, painting the house. Hello. I bought a house with my wife and we are slowly finishing it. I would like to ask you to paint the walls for us because we've come to the conclusion that having everything painted white is terribly boring. It is also necessary to install missing home appliances, i.e. 2 air conditioners and 2 radiators. I hope that it will not take much time. We would like to move in as soon as possible. Yours faithfully, Tim Starr. Okay, Tim, let's accept this and have a little go at painting the house. Okay. Okay, so here we are at Tim's house. Tim and his wife. He didn't mention the wife's name. Now, I've just got to apologise in advance because as I say, I've never done this type of content before. I've adjusted the sound levels as kind of carefully as I can, in that it's good to have some ambient noise and some sound from the game, but not too much, to the extent that when we get to, hammering down the walls, it's not the most relaxing sound. So I hope you'll bear with me while I do something a little bit new. Okay, so first of all, quite a nice entrance hallway. Now he doesn't want any painting in here. Let's just shut the door. Let's have a look through here. Okay, so clean the window, 4 of those. Paint with the colours cocoa and sand almond. Mount devices, air conditioner. Okay. Shall we start with cleaning the window? Yeah, let's do that. Cleaning. Right. Here we go. Don't want to miss any... Oh, okay. I was going to say we don't want to miss any spots, but clearly it had faith in me that I hadn't... Oh dear. That I hadn't missed any. Cleaning the windows. It is satisfying It's a very satisfying game, this. I've only spent a couple of hours. Actually, that's a lie. I spent several hours in it, sort of working my way through bits and bobs, upgrading tools, this, that, and the other, painting, demolishing walls, doing a few contracts. It's a really nice thing just to switch on, stick some music on in the background, and just have a play around with. I've played it with my wife as well. It's, again, just quite a chilled out thing. Making an absolute mess of this now. Sometimes you get in from your day and you just fancy a little bit of just satisfying work. Ironically, the sort of stuff that you're probably not doing in your own house. But, yeah, it's nice and satisfying to do. So let's do some painting now. So, we need to purchase the paint. So it's two colours, it's cocoa and sand almond. Now what I like to do sometimes with walls is I tend to have one colour here and one colour here. I'm a bit basic like that. Okay. Cocoa. Ooh, let's get a medium. Medium. Plonk it on here. Let's get a brush. Let's get going. It's going to be a bit brown, isn't it, this room? But, well, that's what they asked for. Oh, whoops. Okay, we can work with that. We can work with that. Yeah, maybe if we do up until the window, perhaps with that colour. Yeah. Let's maybe go halfway. Is that halfway? Near enough. If only it were this simple in real life, just hold a button and then there you go, let's just paint. Oh, I've messed that up a little bit. Tell you what, let's just do this whole bit cocoa. If they don't like it, they can send me an email. Sorry, I was a bit passive aggressive, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah, thoroughly recommend this game to anybody that just wants a bit of chill out time. Just a little bit of chill out time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we can try and recover the original plan we had with this window. Nope. Okay, let's just improvise. Let's improvise. We can always paint over it with the sand almond. Almond. Some people say almond. I don't know if it's a regional thing. Is it a spot? Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Right. Let's just cocoa this up. There we go. We love a bit of cocoa. Air conditioner, very important, especially at this time of year. Very important. Okay, there's cocoa everywhere. I suppose if you're going to have cocoa, you may as well have it in the kitchen. I hope that Tim will be pleased. And Tim's wife, whose name we don't know. Okay, that's probably enough cocoa. Let's grab some sand almond. Let's go with the small one. Let's stick it here. Okay. Let's not cross-contaminate. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Okay. Great. I think the painting's probably the most ASMR appropriate thing there is. I say ASMR appropriate. I don't want to get bogged down into what ASMR is or isn't. I've been away from content creation for a few years, just because, well, life gets busy and you sort of realise that actually it's... What am I trying to say? I think I wasn't really... I think I was putting a lot of effort into making videos or planning to make videos, and then finding that they never really turned out how I wanted them to. And when I started my channel, it was it was a lockdown project that I sort of continued for a little bit when I got a bit more confident. But then it sort of occurred to me that as the world was sort of getting back to a sort of sense of normality, that I just didn't really have the time for it, and I never really thought that my videos were that good, really. And I've run out of paint. That's a shame. That is annoying because I only needed a little bit more. And I don't think we can just stick random bits of cocoa here. Oh, well, let's give it a go. If Tim doesn't like it, he can... okay. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of behind this unit. That's not actually too bad, is it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's roll with this. Haha, paint joke. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so I stopped making videos, I think, because I just sort of thought that... I don't know. I thought it was time to move on, and... oh no. loads of really lovely people when I was doing the channel. I met some really tremendous people. Let's not clean that. Let's continue with our madness of the cocoa. Let's not clean it, let's paint it. Right. Yeah, met some really, really incredible people, made some really good stuff. But I think I was part of maybe a group of ASMR creators that probably did a lot of stuff during lockdown, which meant different things for different people in different parts of the world. But I noticed a few people sort of slowly stopping, and I think as I realised that it was taking up a lot of time, and I wasn't tremendously happy with some of the things I was putting out, I just thought, you know what, let's give it a rest. And this doesn't actually look too bad, does it? Great. Okay, so Tim wants a air conditioner. Lovely. We like an air conditioner. Do you want it in light or dark? Light or dark? What would best suit the aesthetic of the room? If I was a really cool person, I'd be streaming this, and I could ask the question, and that would be ultra exciting, but I don't really have the wherewithal or the charisma to stream. But anyway, let's imagine that you've said he wants it in black. And you can scream in the comments afterwards. Okay. Where, how, what, where do we put that then? I'm confused. Do we just... I was sort of hoping you could, you know, actually move it in a sensible position, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe it's because it doesn't like the colour of it. No. Okay. Let's just continue rotating it round. Do I just... no? An appropriate place to install it. Okay. This is another thing about streaming. You'd be able to tell me what on earth was... Let's open the window, it's going to be on here. Oh no, we've lost the air conditioner. Okay, this shouldn't be that difficult. I'm clearly being too inappropriate with the positioning. Oh, does it have to go out? Side. That would be weird. I don't know much about air conditioning. No. nice if I could actually... Right, okay. So it needs to go on the wall, but sort of... Right, yeah. I've forgotten what colour we went for now. Let's put it there. Nice. Consider your air conditioned. We've got to assemble it now. Let's screw that in. Let's screw that in. Let's screw that in. Let's screw that in. Let's plonk that on there. Let's do that. Oh yeah, okay. This stuff is really, really satisfying, and it really is very good practice for when you need to install air conditioning in your house. You just stick the white in there, then you get the black in there, screw it in, then you get the green in there, then you screw it in, then you get the red, then you screw it in, then you get the white and you screw that in, and then you do that, and then you do that, and then you do that. Don't want it running away. And then you do that, then you do that, and then you presumably finish it. Like so. Lovely, cool room in more ways than one. Let's do the next bit. So what else does Tim want us to do? Okay, home library. Clean the window. Actually, better have some... we'll clean the window. Oh dear, it's a bit dirty, isn't it? What have you been doing? Let's just give that a bit of a clean. I've been here so long it seems to be night time outside. Or is that just the... Oh yeah. Okay, let's get some ventilation. And let's clean the other window. A very unorthodox way of doing it, but let's just do the old circle clean. It's very lenient with how well you've actually cleaned it. Right, should we... Yeah, I suggest we paint before we mount. That's a good rule of thumb. Paint before you mount. Let's get the pastel pink. The pastel pink. What size of room is this? Let's get a medium. Medium. There we go. Yep. Let's load up the paintbrush and pink. Pink it paint or paint it pink? So this is the library. The library. It's 17 meters squared. These bits are a bit fiddly. A little bit fiddly. Struggle. Imagine if I just left that perfect square. Ah. Typical. There we go. Okay, let's do the rest. Okay. Okay. It's very important to paint before you mount because otherwise you'll pop the radiator here. Oh, it's not actually letting me do it anyway. In real life, boys and girls, and everybody, you need to paint the wall behind. Oh, okay. You need to paint the wall behind your mounted accessories before you mount, because otherwise it's just going to look a bit untidy, isn't it? Okay. That's a bit... Oh. Let's get that nicely painted. Okay. So yeah, back to the whole, you know, what's happened to the channel. I didn't have massive sort of plans and aspirations. I was sort of hoping that I might get to a certain number of decent videos and sort of subscribers that I might continue doing things pretty regularly, but it kind of got to the stage when I was looking at YouTube and sort of saw that actually so many really talented people were doing ASMR, and I think it's possibly slightly lost its meaning, and without meaning to go all sort of hipster, I think there's something to be said for just lo-fi, just chilled out videos that aren't trying too hard to be relaxing. The irony is, back when people were sort of labelling ASMR on YouTube and online, it was sort of just on just random videos, like instructional videos, people just talking about a certain subject, and then people would then sort of, you know, take that on and label it, and I think there's a danger of just going out of your way to try and make something that's relaxing, and in doing so, that's too big. Stop talking big, just concentrate on your radiator. Okay, why give me the option then of having the larger one? I suppose I could move the stuff. But Tim might not like that. Let's assemble. So yeah, I kind of stopped making stuff, and kind of I tried to make a video with a hidden objects PC game, but I had a lot of difficulty, a lot of technical difficulties with recording it. It was kind of like the audio from, basically the audio from the game and the audio from the mic. You could either have one or the other, and it was just a bit frustrating. I've just done that. But similarly, in a similar sort of way, I also have actually got rid of a lot of my old recording stuff. So I'm using a Blue Yeti mic to record this, but I've got rid of quite a few of my filming things, and you know, accessories and lights, and my green screen and things. So yeah, anyway, I'm going on a bit, but I think it's just nice to just do little videos like this. Low pressure, low everything really, with a chilled out game, just trying to sort out Tim and his wife's house. Oh, that was easy. Not a huge fan of the yellow, but that's not part of the job. What next? Stop going in there. What next? Oh, crikey. More windows to be cleaned. I did hardly any of that. Okay, okay, okay. Bright peach, bright peach. You want the whole bedroom to be bright peach. Remember what we said about mounting the devices. We've got to paint it first. Paint it bright peach. Okay. Okay, let's go. A new skill point. Okay. Bright peach, bright peach, bright peach, bright peach. Oh, we need to do our skill point. So there is a sort of element of leveling up in this game, and that is, oh yeah, perks. Yep. Oh, actually we've got a few things, haven't we? Or is it just the one perk that we have to choose? Basic painting. Our next thing is 40% less paint usage. That's quite good. Or we could have 75% faster painting. Or we could paint 3 walls at the same time. I kind of favour speed over the coverage of walls, just because I want a bit more accuracy. The danger with 3 walls at the same time is you might make a mistake. We're constantly having to refill our paints, and let's upgrade this one. Oops. What about this? Wow, 100% faster mounting, 20% faster plastering, plaster plastering. We've not done any plastering yet, so let's... I quite like the sort of the speed of the fitting. Let's do that one. Let's hold up to 10 tiles or panels at once and lay them 50% faster. I keep doing that. We haven't done any gardening. Let's not do that for now. Okay. Paint, 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 paint. Paint to the walls. I love how it gives you the option to just sleep. We can just sleep in Tim's bed and his wife. I mean, I don't know whose bedroom this is going to be. But yeah. In case you just think, oh, actually, I could really do with a nap. Let's just sleep in their bed. Does look quite a nice bed, actually. Oh, blimey. Does look quite a nice bed. I could edit that out, but I don't know. I think sometimes we have to just consider going back to basics. And as I was saying earlier, like the whole lo-fi old school ASMR, I'm just going to stop calling it ASMR. That's a bit presumptuous of me. This is just a chilled out gameplay video. And if it relaxes you, if it entertains you, if it bores you, infuriates you, that's up to you. Still refilling it a fair amount, but compared to what it used to be, maybe it's a bit better. 62% complete. Of course, it's not terribly realistic when you're painting behind the radiator, but I don't mind that. There is a sequel, Houseflipper 2. Surprise, surprise. With that sort of name, but I don't know about you. Oh, I've completed the job, but have I? I can't leave this room like that. Tim will go mad. I've got to carry on. I don't know about you, but I've got quite a backlog of games. I'm really good, or really bad, shall we say, at starting something and thinking, oh, okay, that's great, and then seeing something else on the horizon and then thinking, yeah. What tends to happen is it tends to be these sorts of games, you see them and you think, that's a nice thing to play in between, isn't it? Like, it's pretty low intensity. It's very low intensity. But then you find another game, the other side of that. I'm just terrible at starting games. So there's no excuse really to get Houseflipper 2. And they want an air conditioner in here as well. Let's sell the rest of that paint. Air conditioner. We want that air to be nicely conditioned. Let's go for a light colour and stick it here. And let's assemble. Assemble. Screw it in. Screw it in. Screw it in. Screw it in. Assemble. White. No, black, sorry. Black goes in there. Screw the black. Green goes in there. Screw the green. Red. Screw the red. That sounds a bit rude now, doesn't it? White. Screw in the white. Black. Black. Screw. Green. Green screw. Red. Red screw. White. White screw. Yep. 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 Yep, 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 yep. 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 Done. Now, okay. So we've done this room, but there were other things to clean the windows. Clean the windows, 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 clean the windows. Okay. I'm conscious that we might have to end the video shortly. I don't really want to rush. Don't really want to rush. Lime. Gosh. That's quite a bold choice, Tim. Oh. No. Paint. Oh. Fiddlesticks. They say, don't they, that green is a calming colour. Well, let's hope so. That's It's a bit arty, isn't it? My painting style's probably quite infuriating to watch, but frankly it's all a bit unrealistic, isn't it? This is all just done by holding down R2. Do they call it R2 anymore, or is it just right trigger? I turn 34 next week, so I've been around a fair while. And I remember when there was just PlayStation, and then it became PS1, PS2 onwards. It does say R2 on the controller, I just checked. Then of course you've got the whole X button, cross button thing. When I grew up and I went to friends' houses, it was always press X, not press cross. But apparently the word on the street is that the officials have deemed the term cross as the correct one. I've lost my paintbrush. Let's not paint the bed. Okay, 64% complete. Let's get a move on, shall we? It's morning now, we've been here overnight. And we've done pretty well without any lights being on. Let's just fill in this window. So yeah guys, highly recommended this game. I can't really say if video making is going to be a regular thing for me. It just so happened that I had a rare bit of time off and I just thought I'd give it a go. Give it a go. Where's the 2%? What? Where? How? Why? Where's? What? Oh, there. Okay. A bit stark for my liking, that colour, but what do I know? I'm just the Houseflipper. We've done that. I think we've basically nearly done it. Just clean the window in the bathroom. How long has that been open? We could have been burgled. So burgle is a bit of an old-fashioned term for robbery. Okay. Am I missing another bathroom? Oh yes. Right. Clean the window. Yep. All tasks completed. Okay guys, I think we're gonna call it a day there. Where's the way out? Okay, let's go. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way through to the end, it's good to be back after a bit of a while. Oh, thank you ever so much for watching and for listening, and I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Let me know if you'd like to see some more of this sort of stuff, and I'll see what I can do. But it might be a bit of a while again before I upload, but it's nice to come out of the woodwork. So I'm gonna wish you all a farewell now, and yeah, thanks ever so much.